recording.
Alrighty.
Alright. Yeah, hello.
This is the first episode of the Already the Best podcast. We're already the best because all the other ones are shit.
Yeah, PKA has nothing on us. We'll get our own lolcal eventually, I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll find. We'll search through gold mines.
Maybe if we pay Wings enough, he'll come onto this one.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. He probably wants like $100. Maybe no, probably wants more than $100. Maybe like 10,000. Needs to pay off his mortgage.
Maybe we just gotta hand Boogie a gun and he'll come on.
Yeah. Apparently, Boogie did some psychedelics. He was talking about that. Yeah. He was
Psychedelic, wacky experience.
Yeah. I haven't done any, but I've heard they are.
I've done a handful. A lot of people say they see shit on it, and really, I don't. I don't see anything.
Yeah.
It's,
Well, apparently they've healed him, and he now sees the error of his ways. Please go watch his videos again.
errors. Yeah, watch my videos. I did acid, and now I'm good.
I was an asshole. He compared himself to BoJack Horseman at one point.
Oh my god.
I know. When he said that, I'm like, oh fuck it. Don't. It's like never compare yourself to a cartoon character, even if it is in a negative way. Just don't.
Yeah. I was like Finn from Adventure Time at one point. I would scream a lot. And, no one liked me.
You know, Rick from Rick and Morty really spoke to me. I'm like, Rick, I'm a drunk, smart asshole. I think I'm better than everyone else.
And I turned myself into a pickle.
Yeah, now the person who wrote that episode writes Marvel shows.
And I beat my wife, Morty.
Actually, those charges have been dropped, apparently.
Oh boy.
So
that's good.
I'm not.
Too bad he already got his whole life ruined.
Yeah. No, that's why I don't like stuff like that. It's. I mean, I get it when something, when you just don't know. I guess it's better to cut your losses, but at the same time, I think there should be like some agreement where if the charges were seen, were dropped, they should have brought them back. Although still, there was the other stuff with the texting that doesn't seem to be fake. Yeah,
and he said some mighty suspicious things about minors too.
Yeah. He's become very big, so it seems when someone becomes very big, they just become creepy.
I guess. I mean, it's just it's a little silly.
Yeah.
Have you heard the lyrics from that one song from Osmosis Jones by Kid Rock?
I remember the movie Osmosis Jones. I don't think I remember the song.
Oh, let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, I'll play a little bit of it on here.
Osmosis Jones, Kid Rock. It's called Cool Daddy Cool, and in the third, I believe, lyric, he says, young ladies, I like 'em under HC. Some say that's statutory, but I say it's mandatory.
So this is Kid Rock?
Yeah, Kid Rock in a kid movie.
That reminds me, So Kid Rock over there, he's very right wing. I don't have a problem with Republicans, but I kind of have a problem with a Republican like him. He posted a video on Twitter recently of him shooting like a fucking case of Bud Light because Bud Light is doing the Pride thing. I mean, I'd shoot a case of Bud Light, but not because of that. It's just because it's Bud Light and it's fucking awful beer.
Yeah, I mean, there's better options out there, like the stuff that you can make by yourself in a clay jug with barley. You know, the stuff the Mesopotamians be busting out with.
Yeah. But
yeah, that's just so silly.
It is. I mean, I mean, personally, if I was trans and Bud Light was representing me, I'd be like, no, thank you. But
It damages your movement.
it damages. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I'd like want my my movement associated with the worst beer in America.
That's a good beer.
Yeah,
That's not nice.
Yeah,
Too
like.
bad its reputation got absolutely annihilated by a virus named after it.
I remember I got some Corona just because of that virus, because I've never tried Corona before. It was good. Although it was basically kind of like Pacifico, as I had Pacifico as well, and Modelo is basically the same as well. It's kind of like all three of those beers are made by the same. I gotta wonder if they are. They're made by the same brewery, but they're just sold with different names in the U.S. because they want. Yeah, it's the same fucking beer, but it's sold with different names.
That'd be pretty funny. It's like water companies, how they're all owned by Nestle, and Nestle.
That's
6
scary.
different waters, and they're all the fucking same. But meanwhile, they're just like annihilating the ecosystem.
Imagine Nestle is like some like cyberpunk corporation. And their fucking soldiers look like the fucking Nesquik rabbit.
Their fucking outfits are all yellow and have like insignias all over them.
It's like we gotta get into a corporate war with Disney. Disney wants to take our water.
They shoot with squirt guns that spray sulfuric acid into your eyes because in most of the countries they operate in, guns are banned.
Yeah. They're banned for the citizens, but not for the corporations.
Corpos spraying acid in our eyes.
Fucking Keanu Reeves gets into character.
Fucking hate corpos.
I hate these corpos.
Shit.
I gotta see the new John Wick movie.
I haven't seen the new one yet.
Yeah.
I hear it's...
Yeah, I heard it's like I think it's Lance Reddick's last performance, unless you count Destiny 2. But yeah.
It's the guy who ran the behind the desk scenes, right? He was the guy the concierge.
Yeah. And he was also Wesker in the Resident Evil show.
Oh.
I think he did a good job personally. I just don't think he was right for Wesker. He should have been Blade. He looked like Blade.
Yeah, Blade's a good movie series.
I
gotta
watch the other ones. I've only seen the first one. The first one's great. I love when the cops shoot him and he just looks down and he looks up at the cops and he's like, "Motherfucker!"
I love the old 2000 CGI when they fucking hit someone with like a silver whip and they just turn into like a skeleton, but the skeleton's skull is bigger than the human head.
Oh yeah, it's great. And it's funny, it's like all of those are like pretty much inspired by The Matrix. Like The Matrix really helped shape like the early 2000s action genre.
Oh yeah. And it's funny because Keanu Reeves was in that, and he's in the modern action genre of John Wick.
Oh yeah, now you have a ton of movies that are like John Wick. Have you seen Nobody? Nobody's fucking awesome.
I have not.
Oh, it's got the guy who plays the lawyer in Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul, Bob Odenkirk. That's his name.
Goodman.
Saul Goodman is an action hero, and he does a fantastic job in it. He plays it off. He plays it really well, and it's. At first you think it's just gonna be some comedy type thing, but no, it's actually good action. And what's his name is in it? Yeah, Christopher Lloyd is in it as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Christopher Lloyd. And they do the whole John Wick thing where they set up that these characters have some sort of history, but they don't go into detail about the history. Like.
Oh man, they got a doctor. What's his name?
Doc Brown?
Doc Brown in an action.
Yeah, and he's like
he's like
the father of the main character, and at one point he pulls out a shotgun and fucking kills someone, and he's holding on to the guy as the nurse is coming to check on him, and he has the shotgun to the dude's head or whatever. And the nurse is like checking on him. He's acting like he's asleep while he's holding on to this dude with a shotgun aimed at his head. I heard that. I heard that. Yeah, yeah, everyone. There's gonna be like technical difficulties for the first episode. We're testing the waters.
I just like to imagine Doc Brown being like, Marty, let's kick some ass.
Oh my god, that'd be fucking amazing. Like it's like, you know, the terrorists come and shoot him at the beginning of the first movie, and he's like, "Oh, not this time."
Oh man.
I read your note and I know what's coming. He fucking pulls out an RPG of his own.
Future. I know you're not there in the future.
Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about the Wings and Boogie boxing match.
I don't know if that's happening or not.
I don't know either. I mean, Boogie really seems into it, but Wings just keeps on watching videos of Boogie practicing.
He sees Boogie practicing and he's like, "This guy's banned. I can't have this guy on my channel. I can't have this guy."
We gotta ban Boogie 2988.
Ban him.
It's funny though. I can imagine if it doesn't happen, he's gonna start saying, "Ban anyone bringing up the boxing match."
And then like one of those days, Wings is just gonna hear, and he opens the door, and then all of a sudden it's Boogie with the revolver, and he goes, "We're gonna do the boxing match, see? We're gonna do the boxing match right now. That's a warning shot."
Oh my god.
Fucking blast out Wings.
I think Sam Hyde should like offer to train Boogie.
Bro, Boogie has the advantage from like his weight loss surgery, like how not a pit bull, a mastiff has that loose skin.
Dude, he can use it to like whip him.
He'll just deflect all of Wings of Redemption's blows because it'll just slug off to the side.
Yeah, I don't know if it's actually gonna happen. I mean, some DMs got leaked recently with Boogie, Wings, and Keemstar. His Wings was stupid and he didn't close the tab that had the DMs on Twitter. So he showed those DMs live on one of his streams. I have no idea which one. But one of the troll channels caught it, and apparently they're only getting paid $10K each.
Oh my god.
And I think Wings said he originally would do it. He wanted to do it for like $100K.
I wouldn't be surprised if Wings was texting Boogie and being like, "I'll give you like 5,000 if you throw the match."
Yeah.
Like what he did with Syndicate. Man, I would slap a lot of Chris Rocks for one Boogie 2988 boxing match.
It's the world of YouTuber boxing is so fucking weird.
Did you hear about the creator clash and how iDubbbz did stupid shit?
Yeah, iDubbbz really needs to like get his ego in check. He tries to act all high and mighty, but iDubbbz used to say the N-word like
a lot.
A lot. And
like at least twice.
And he's like, "Oh, I'm not edgy anymore. I'm cool. I'm hip." It's like, no, you have a past, and you gotta accept that you have that past.
Yeah, I don't really connect with my fans all that much.
I personally I follow the iDubbbz situation just to see Sam Hyde give his input. Sam Hyde just keeps on. Sam Hyde basically lives rent free in iDubbbz's head, and Sam knows this, so he just keeps on doing things. Like he'll train a fighter for the Creator Clash, and then iDubbbz will get all pissed off about it, and he can't say he's publicly pissed off about it, so he's got to find a reason to be pissed off.
I mean, that was just so silly. Boxers have to be safe, and this community is about charity.
Yeah.
We don't want people's feelings to get hurt, even though it's no one's feelings but my wife.
yeah, it's only his wife who does OnlyFans, and I don't really. She can do it, I guess. It's it's woman empowerment, all that fun stuff. But it's like you kind of just have to accept people are gonna make fun of the fact that your wife does it.
Hey
And
man, I'd shoot up a bar for a hot OnlyFans mommy, if you know what I mean. But still, like, just because some guy says some shit about your wife doesn't mean that you should cut them from a charity fight.
For months. Yeah, and I've been looking into this Froggy guy, and he seems like a genuinely good dude. Like,
dude, he's got fucking kids and shit, and like a family. And iDubbbz is like, I'm gonna sue you for the $15K that I give you for training.
And then fucking Harley has to come in and try to act like the fucking Epic Mealtimes guy has to act like he knows everything, and he's trying to defend iDubbbz. It's like, dude, shut up. Nobody, Epic Mealtime hasn't been relevant in like 10 years.
And bacon strips, and bacon strips, and bacon strips.
The only Epic
This is 30,000 calories, and I have hot, big titty women.
The only Epic Mealtime thing I ever saw was the Boogie 2988 parody of Epic Mealtime. It was like Francis making Mountain Dew stew.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's like...
Yeah.
It's like, but for real though, Epic Mealtime hasn't been relevant in like years, and you know, its relevancy is coming back, and it's like he's afraid it's gonna go away if iDubbbz goes down.
I mean, I like Harley as a guy. I just think that he's in the wrong here.
Yeah, he is. It's just he went into this chat with with Froggy Keemstar, and he just started talking over them, yelling over them, basically, not letting them get a word in. He was being an asshole, and you know, there's better ways to compose yourself if you have an argument.
I mean, you can't fucking argue with Keemstar. Keemstar just sits there and he fucking goes like, "You're wrong. You're wrong."
Yeah, Keemstar just pulls out the popcorn and starts eating, and like, it's like, oh! He's like, I don't like Keemstar, but you know what? If he can make that Boogie Wings fight happen, I will genuinely gain like maybe a point of respect for him for getting two fat guys to go at it in the ring.
I don't know. I don't think I can ever have respect for Keemstar, honestly. Like, because there was that time where this like lady accused Jake Paul of raping her. And he's like, why don't you just pull the dick out of your mouth?
Oh, jeez, damn.
And then when people confronted him about it, he's like, "Well, I'm just asking a question. You can't be mad at me for asking questions." Like, no,
that wasn't a question. That was an insult.
Just an insult.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, no, I can never have respect for Keemstar after that. And then a content creator I watched named Papa Cut, he confronted Keemstar about this on 3 different conversations and explained to him as to why he is wrong and why what he said was awful. And Keemstar just refuses to back down. He's like, he's honestly so fucking stupid. He can't on anything.
He's got an ego. He's
a fucking child, dude. Like, I'm more mature than fucking Keemstar, and I'm only 22.
It's amazing that this dude has a family. I feel bad for them.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, I hope that he treats them with a modicum of respect.
I'm kind of just hoping that the drama alert thing is a character he puts on for the cameras, but you know, it's a character that goes overboard. But I hope his real life isn't like this. I hope he doesn't talk to his wife like this.
Yeah. I mean, it was fucked up to hear the whole fucking Jake Paul situation, and whether the fucking allegations are real or not, you can't just be outwardly disrespectful to someone who claims to be a victim. Yeah. You know, like, I believe in believing all victims. However, I also believe in innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
We just have to be neutral.
Yeah, I mean,
you can't bash one party or bash another. You have to just the evidence comes out and then fucking work.
Exactly. That's why I don't think people should lose their jobs. Like
Justin Roiland.
Justin Roiland. I mean, he still did some creepy things, and the debate is still out there whether those are real or not. But until we get some definitive proof, I'm just gonna assume he's done some sussy things because he says some sussy things. But I don't believe he beat anyone now, because it that's been proved. You know, the courts went over that. The courts said he's innocent. Then again, you know, courts can be wrong, but still, until there's like solid evidence, like Andrew Tate. Like, Andrew Tate's a bad guy. He should. I heard he got released. I don't know if that's true or not.
I think he did.
He
My
should
friend
still be in
Matthew, he
prison.
thinks that Andrew Tate is like a good fucking figure, and he's
No,
like, well,
he's not.
I
Andrew,
believe in like the things where he says to protect women and blah blah blah. I'm like, Matthew, he says
he
shit like
literally
that.
traffics women.
He says shit like that because it's like women are fucking stupid and they're
Yeah,
small. We need to protect them because they're little children.
He's
who can't
literally
protect
he's a sex trafficker. He should be in prison.
Yeah, no, and he talks about women like they're just fucking morons.
And then there's
that
like,
just-
and then there is video of him actually legit being violent towards a woman. There is like one where it is like kind of a whole fetish thing, but the other one has been proven to be real, and be like she did not consent to his violent acts.
I just believe that people like Andrew Tate or any of the people in the manosphere need to fucking get their heads out of their asses.
For real,
It's
him,
like,
Sneeko. At least it seems like Sneeko and Moist Critical talked it out.
they did talk. I watched that. It's
I
a whole hour.
still think it's really sussy that Sneeko is defending cuties.
Yeah, right.
I
It brings out a lot of Islamic values, and like it shows that what's wrong with the world.
yeah,
By sexually exploiting real children.
You know what? I do agree. It shows what's wrong with the world. It shows what's wrong because they have children doing sexual acts on camera and nobody's getting arrested.
And they can't fucking consent to that shit, even if they're actors.
Yeah, it's like
You know?
they couldn't find a bunch of fucking midgets to do it.
Oh my god.
They could find. I mean, it still would have been bad, but at least it would have been like,
I just imagine like a 30-year-old midget girl in like an actual school and then fucking like twerking out in this elementary school.
I mean, yeah, it's like it probably would have. It's just it's whenever they have a character who is like a kid in a movie in like the United States who experienced that, the character is being played by someone who is 18 or older. That's why they're able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't think Cuties is a good
Yeah.
film. I've never watched it, but
Same.
I've watched reviews on it. I've seen clips. I've seen what
Yeah,
happened.
I saw the clip where she took a picture of her vagina, and
Yeah, and that's
yeah,
not cool.
that made me sick. That
We
is
shouldn't portray that shit in media.
yeah.
We know it's wrong. It's
Yeah.
obviously wrong. We don't need some freaking like woke director being like, yeah, well, this is how we really hammer it home that
Yeah,
it's wrong.
and see that's for the proper terminology for woke. Remember we were talking about that before we went on. We started this. So we were talking. I was telling you about how people were calling House of the Dragon woke because it had a female
protagonist.
I mean, I guess I still gotta finish House of the Dragon, but I don't think that's what you can consider woke. Like I said, woke is like the ideology taking place of the storytelling.
It's when it gets to the point where people are trying to like spread a message at the point where it damages others.
Yeah.
You know, like when I would consider wokeness being like, we need to ban guns, and the way I'm gonna prove that we need to ban guns is I'm gonna shoot a bus. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, if you have like anything that has like a message that's anti-gun, I consider that pretty woke. Or anti like certain people, like even if you're going after a political party, and it's funny. I believe the conservatives can be accused of being woke as well because they do this shit too.
Oh man, some conservative people are just ridiculous. They're
Yeah.
children.
They
don't.
are. They are. It's like
Someone even like brings up a concern about gun control, and like they're just like, well, everything's fine and it needs to say the same because they're gonna take my toys away. And like, I'm a gun channel.
Yeah.
I love firearm history.
I do too.
But I believe in gun control, at least minor gun controls. You don't believe a toddler should have a gun.
Yeah,
do you?
no, I don't.
That's
believe
gun control.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Although
It's just a matter of gun control.
Yeah, I don't believe in Massachusetts gun laws. Massachusetts gun laws, they're basically they don't want you to have anything with a pistol grip. I mean, you can though. You can have pistols, but it's also like a magazine limit of like you can only have 10-round magazines. The thing is, I don't see that stopping anyone.
I mean,
They
just have more magazines.
Yeah,
It takes
exactly,
half a
exactly.
second to reload.
Yeah, it's
Most
like
guns, their slide locks open after they're done shooting, so it's literally as simple as slide another mag in and release the slide lock, and you're
yeah,
ready to kill another 10 people.
yeah.
There's mentality. It's not
Can I
guns themselves.
talk about something that's pissed me off? It's a bit controversial. You know the shooting that happened in Tennessee not too long ago at the Christian school.
I know of it. I don't know what happened.
So a trans person shot up a Christian school, killed 6 people. 3 of them were kids. People on Twitter were trying to make the shooter a victim.
No.
When is the shooter ever a victim?
I mean, there are some cases, like the
Yeah.
postal killings of like 1970.
Oh, yeah,
I've done
yeah.
extensive research on that, where
Yeah.
people have spent fucking 30 years of their lives working at this company and getting shit on all throughout, and then eventually
Yeah.
they get fired, and so they just fucking snap and they take it out on their supervisor and everyone around in that company. But that's different.
That's different.
I mean, like, a
this-
Christian school is clearly not going to align with your moral values. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. I'm not Christian, but I'm also not transphobic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But
You can't fucking take out your anger on a Christian school just because they're teaching something you don't agree with. Otherwise, how are we going to get anything done? You know? How are we going to learn anything?
Yeah, but I hate how people are trying to make this person seem like a victim after they've killed 6 people, 3 of them kids. One of them a 9-year-old girl who saved a lot of people. She set a fire alarm off, and that helped get people out. I hate this whole sit and hide mentality of a school shooting, because they're just gonna come in and fucking execute you.
It's so annoying that we have lockdowns in schools, because like it's literally just putting all your fish in a barrel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
the shooter who is going to shoot the school knows where the fucking kids are going to be.
Gun-free zone. Oh no, I can't bring my guns here. Yeah, that stopped everyone. Yeah.
I mean, it didn't stop Alan Ludy from making the Ludy SMG.
Yeah.
He got arrested, but he developed it, and he fired a couple mags off with it, and you know, at the end of the day, he still made an SMG out of hardware parts.
I mean, hell, even in Japan, like the most gun-free country in the world, you had the dude make a shotgun just to assassinate a politician.
Fuck, dude, and I believe I remember a fucking, like, a politician was there once, and there's this guy who brought out an actual wakizashi and fucking sliced him.
Oh yeah, no, there's a video of that. It was the Japanese Communist Party, and yeah, it was like a.
You can't ban murder. It doesn't work.
Yeah, people will find a way. I mean, people always find a way. They will use rocks if they have to.
People in prison have made guns using match heads and fucking garbage and fucking pipes from their mattresses and broke out of prison with it. If people in prison can get guns, what makes you think free people who have access to all the hardware store, chemicals, and everything can't make guns?
Yeah, it's like the media thinks we're living in a dying light too, where guns don't exist for some reason.
Yeah, right.
Fucking hate that game.
It annoys me because I mean, it's like they don't understand what paper cartridges are.
Yeah.
Even if there's no bullets, you can still make bullets.
Yeah.
It's easy.
Yeah.
So fucking easy that people 200 years ago were making them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
primer compound's not hard to make. You literally combine matchstick powder and sandpaper together, and you can make a priming compound. And then making a gunpowder is as simple as mixing potassium nitrate, which is in fertilizer, sulfur, which is in eggs, and fucking charcoal, which is in everything. Everything made of wood.
The CIA or the FBI, whoever's listening, is gonna love this.
I know, right? But I say that because it's literally so simple to make.
Oh yeah, you can probably get it off of Google.
You can. I looked up expedient homemade firearms on the internet, and it's as simple as that. You can find Alan Ludy's fully automatic submachine gun blueprints online, and you can find the U.S. Army's munitions handbook online, and it teaches you how to make fire guns, teaches you how to make bombs. Like, we have access to this on the internet, and there's no way it's going away, so we have to work with what we have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can't ban it because the criminals are always going to have it.
Yeah, exactly.
Always.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're connected to we're a whole continent. We're connected to like several, like I don't know how many other countries, 'cause I'm not good at geography, but we have still the entirety of South America.
Oh yeah. And
Who-
you think they don't have guns?
Yeah, no, they got guns. They definitely got like.
Hell, Mexico has guns.
Yeah.
They have strict gun laws, but there's a whole channel I watch that restores firearms and shoots them.
I mean, there was that one farmer in Mexico who took on the cartel. That guy,
Hell yeah.
yeah, dude had his last stand. He had a Mexican standoff, literally, with the cartel. It was fucking.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Cartel's
But
like,
even
we want
still-
your farm. No.
Even if we don't have firearms, you want to know something that could kill people and that is fucking available on Amazon for $20? A slingshot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
A slingshot. I could kill so many people with a slingshot if I wanted to.
Yeah,
It's not hard.
did you
it
take
takes
a,
2
did
days
you
of
take out a rabbit with a slingshot?
Yeah, I did. I got my hunting license and I noticed there were a lot of rabbits in my backyard and I took them out.
Yeah, you gotta take me.
Tasty.
You gotta take me hunting. I've always wanted to go hunting.
I mean, slingshots take some skill, but I mean, like, if I can hit a rabbit head,
I want to use my.
I can easily hit a person's head.
I really want to use my 22 revolver.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've been rabbit hunting since I was a little kid. Rabbit hunting is easy. You just have to hunt in the morning or at
Yeah.
sunset. Sunset's the best part because, I mean, it's hard to
Yeah.
wake up at 5 a.m. and get out there before the sun rises.
Yeah, I didn't get up until like 11 this morning.
It annoys me that gun control is such a huge hot topic when, like, people who propose it, they don't even understand what guns are. They don't understand how they work.
Yeah, like our silly president.
This ice cream's very good.
This ice cream's very good. Let's ban anything that looks like an M4.
It's really silly because he says that a shotgun is all you need, but like
Yeah.
a shotgun really powerful. I mean, slugs are basically 50 caliber bullets.
Yeah. I mean, you can make it so you can only have birdshot, I guess, but still.
I mean, what's stopping someone from cutting a shotgun shell open, dumping the birdshot out, and putting in something else, like some
Like
steel
pennies.
shot ammo? Yeah, or pennies,
Yeah.
batteries.
Yeah, I heard you can put pennies in those, and you can fire up pennies, and those do like way worse damage.
Hell, Tal Flatermouse fucking put chewing gum in a shotgun shell, and it fucking did damage.
Yeah.
Like, it just pisses me off because, like, if you don't even understand what the hell you're talking about, why should you ban it?
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
And I saw someone who said it's easier to kill 10 people with a gun than it is to kill 10 people with a knife. Why the fuck was
Oh.
the trench knife invented?
Yeah,
It's a silent weapon. You can
Yeah.
stab someone in the neck, cover their mouth, and then they can't do anything as they die. Next guy, and then the next guy, and then the next guy, and no one knows people are dying.
I'm sure a dude who's drugged out of his mind with a knife can kill 10 people in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, yeah, it's not as fast, but like
Yeah.
everyone knows when you fire the first shot that there's a gun, and it's easier
Yeah.
to get away.
Yeah, with a
But
knife, there's so much confusion.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on, and it's
Yeah.
so easy to make sure that the person is completely without wind, and
Yeah.
they can't even speak.
Yeah. All right. We gotta get off the gun topic now. Not that I don't enjoy it, but I want to talk
We do.
about Chris Chan. I want to talk about Chris
Oh yeah,
Chan.
Chris Chan getting out of jail.
Yeah. Where do you think he is? Do you think he's in like some group home or something?
I think. Well, I know from experience that most people that get out of prison, which she was in jail, so I don't know, but when they're in prison, they go into a halfway house, and then
Yeah.
they're forced to get a job, and
Yeah.
they're forced
Oh no.
to build their life up.
Oh no.
In Chris Chan's scenario, she was in jail,
Yeah.
so I don't know if.
And she was in jail for like way longer than she had to be, right? Because there was like they just couldn't get a trial in or something.
Oh man, the trial got delayed like 5 times.
And
But
then
also,
Hmm?
if you spend time in jail, the judge will add that to your sentence. And since
Yeah.
the charge that Chris Chan had was either a misdemeanor or a hard felony. It was a class 5.
Yeah.
Chris Chan had already served out all of her sentence.
Yeah.
Minimum punishment in prison or in jail. So
yeah.
I don't know where Chris Chan is or what Chris Chan is doing.
I imagine some sort of halfway. I imagine, they got some sort of psychological evaluation and it was deemed that they need help. They can't be on their own. Because we've seen what Chris does basically on their own.
Yeah, I hope that Chris Chan got banned from the internet, like some kind of probation.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's like, I mean, would something like that get someone banned from the internet? I know people who get, child predator charges tend to get banned from using the internet. Because, they could just look up more CP.
Yeah, I think it's because, but it's because Chris Chan, their mental state is literally going down the toilet.
Oh, yeah.
And Chris Chan can't fucking control it.
Yeah,
and
no.
Maybe the judge in some way could assume that because Chris Chan did those things to their mother,
because of somebody on the internet.
Yeah.
Who belongs in prison, I believe.
Yeah, Isabella Loretta Janke deserves to go to prison.
Yeah.
But that's not for me to decide.
Yeah. Your feet belong in prison. Bleeding fucking feet.
Bro. Those toes were nasty.
Oh my god.
I've never seen such a bad fungal infection in my life.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta wonder what went wrong with her to the point where she is boiling hamsters.
Just fucking being spoiled and living a life on 4chan and having every single bad fucking thing she does getting completely thrown in the trash because her parents are well-meaning bitch.
Yeah. But yeah. I wonder. We're probably eventually gonna see another Chris Chan letter somewhere. These people find a way. I mean, people legit went and apparently visited Chris in jail. And, and they wrote down things Chris wanted released on the internet. It's like
I'm really upset at Isabella Loretta Janke. She's one of those people that makes my blood boil and wish that
she was
vigilante was legal.
Way worse than Blue Spike.
Way worse. I mean, Blue Spike was a fucking 12-year-old who just thought it was to make a autistic person shove a medallion up their ass. But Isabella Loretta Janke caused a person to rape their mother.
Yeah.
And that's just fucking vile. And the fact that Isabella has gotten cases where she's raped students of Texas State and waterboarded students there and just fucking did the most vile shit to those hamsters. She's one of those people that just doesn't deserve to be on Earth.
I hope that foot fungus takes her toes.
Me too.
Yeah.
I hope she can't walk.
Yeah.
That's just the anger in me talking. I don't like what she did at all.
Yeah.
And the more I dug deep into it and the more the internet uncovered more about her, the more I hate her. And the fact that she's only a state away, the fact that person could be fleeing to my state makes me mad,
Yeah, I mean,
and Texas State did fucking nothing, even though they had all the evidence.
They should have done something. It's fucked up that somebody with powerful enough parents could get away with that shit.
Yeah, no, and her parents should even get laid off or something.
Yeah,
you should work in the government if your child is a fucking psychopath.
Yeah, the president of the United States.
I've heard a lot of stuff about Biden's son, but I haven't actually done any research into it. So
it's not that he's really a psychopath. It's just that it seems like he's a crackhead, and he was a crackhead in Ukraine.
I mean, you can't really hate someone because they have a problem. I'm getting over addiction issues myself, though I'm as addicted to weed and cigarettes.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. There's a bunch of other stuff. I don't believe the laptop thing exists, but I think I think Hunter was up to some suspicious things at the Ukraine.
yeah, likely
Yeah.
the imposter from Among Us. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. No, he vented. I saw him vent in Kiev. I saw him vent in Kiev. I saw him climb into a vent.
And then the Russian-Ukraine war started shortly after.
Yeah. You know.
I can't believe that's still going on. Like, what the fuck is Russia hoping to achieve? This country is not backing down.
Yeah, they're gonna achieve absolutely nothing, and
I don't even like Ukraine. I mean, Ukraine is a dictatorship, just like like
I mean,
you don't go out and fucking attack someone and then expect them to just like not do anything back.
I mean, it's like the people are like, I mean, the Ukrainian president literally made propaganda that basically got him elected. Know. But no, his whole thing is he did a fucking sitcom about him becoming president of Ukraine.
Oh.
And then it actually happened. And it's like you know, it's insane. It's like he basically did this just so he could become he put the idea in people's heads. And you know, people brush it off as like, oh, he's a good guy, I stand with Ukraine. It's like Ukraine's awful.
Ukraine's not a good place. There's no freedom of speech there, and I understand that like they didn't deserve getting assaulted, and that's fine.
I mean, I feel bad for the citizens, but I don't feel bad for the politicians.
They're people, and like I've seen clips where like a little girl is fucking like eating a cupcake for her birthday because they can't afford to make anything else.
I saw
like a bomb shelter.
Yeah, I saw a TikTok like a year ago. This girl basically doing what it's like to live in Ukraine in 2021, and it showed her walking the streets, and she eventually entered her home and entered the bomb shelter, and you know, they're living in bomb shelters. And she was like in Kiev, I think.
Their city's fucking rubble now.
Yeah, I remember when it's. Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
It's all just because fucking Russia wants more, even though they're one of the biggest fucking countries in the world, and they don't fucking need any more.
Yeah.
They've already done pull of a door. They've done so much fucked up shit.
Yeah, Putin really believes that he's owed Ukraine. Russia is owed Ukraine.
They're not. I mean, that's like saying America is owed fucking Mexico, and we're not. We don't. Yeah. We're not owed it.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Like we got Arizona in 1914. That's 100.
We got Texas.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't we fight the Alamo? The Alamo with the Mexicans.
I don't know much about it, but I know that we fought Mexico. They gave us 2 states, and then we were like, all right, we're good. We shook hands.
And you know, we built the border, and you know.
But since then, we've grown. We're not on Manifest Destiny anymore, but it seems like Russia is in Manifest Destiny right now.
Yeah. Although I think we should personally take over Canada. I'm joking. I like to make fun of Canada, and I like you know, the Fallout lore. They fucking annexed Canada.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like the original Fallouts, they annexed Canada. I mean it's still in lore, but it's funny.
I think ultimately America would be stronger if we had Canada and Mexico, but like who cares about strength? Who cares about strength? We're in the modern era.
Yeah.
We're not in fucking 1775 anymore.
Yeah, you know, my personal fear right now is the CCP, and you know, maybe we should be doing more to combat them in the world market, because you know.
Oh, the Chinese Communist Party?
Yeah.
I was confused what you were saying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. China. I should probably just said China, but I didn't want to just sound like Donald Trump. China.
Yeah, China.
China.
I think China's fine, really.
I don't. I think China is a mess, and I really hope their people try to revolt. I mean, it'll just be more shit, but you know, fuck, I'm bored. There's nothing on TV.
China does some bad shit, but like at the same time, the citizens are free to leave. They can leave if they want to. They choose not to. You know.
Yeah, but
At that point, they're just fine. They're signing their own death warrants, in my opinion.
but it's more about what China is doing to the rest of the world. I mean, I personally don't think we should be relying on China for all of our goods.
I mean, China bullshit pisses me off.
Yeah.
The fact that like my slingshot was made by some kids overseas that like their hands are bleeding.
But it's also the fact that China is they're very anti-free speech, and I would really hate if we started to adopt their philosophy on free speech, because, well, they're the world superpower now. The U.S. isn't, and it does feel like we are doing that sometimes. I mean, fucking the UK is doing it. Remember when Count Dankula got arrested because of his fucking pug video?
Yeah, that shit's fucking ridiculous. Fucking
Nazi pug video. Gets arrested and fined, and they took the money out of his account. Like he refused to pay it, and he was gonna fight it, but he basically wasn't allowed to fight it, and they took the money out of his account.
Yeah, the UK is they're not a good nation. I mean, they disarmed their people, and now they feel like they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, the days of the British Empire are long over, and the days of prime minister after prime minister is here. They can't seem to keep a fucking prime minister in office.
I mean, the UK, they disarmed their people, and then within 10 years, they gave them no rights.
Yep.
And the UK likes to shit on America because, we got guns, mate. I mean, like,
yeah, we made you, mate. You got the fish and chips, eh?
It annoys me that the British people act like they're so superior to everyone else.
Yeah.
When their country is slowly but surely turning into an absolute just control state, and there's barely anything that the UK people can do to change it because they don't have any rights. They don't have freedom of speech. They don't have gun rights. They don't have anything. They can't fight back even if they wanted to, because the best thing they can do is throw acid at the police officer's face.
Yeah. And they have like boxes where they can turn in their knives and stuff.
It's just annoying that people think that they can ban a knife. Like, if you don't have a knife, you can easily take a piece of rebar, rub it against some concrete until it's pointy, and then you have a stake.
Yeah.
You can use that.
Or I've played enough Rust to know that I can beat someone to death with a rock.
Yeah. It's not easy, but you can do it.
Yeah. Just imagine somebody like in real life of like the Rust killings happen, and it's just some dude who's naked running around bashing people over the head with a rock.
Throwing big rocks at them, and then like they have their pipe pistol, or they smack a rock against the top to set it off.
Yeah. Oh man, Rust is a goofy game.
It is a goofy game, but I think it's a possibility where some shit happens and fucking society as we know it crumbles. Naked people using rocks as weapons. Yeah,
and everybody goes to the local state park. Seriously, I really feel like Rust just takes place in like fucking Yellowstone or something.
I haven't played Rust. I've seen a lot of Rust videos, but I don't have the money to pay to play it.
It's time consuming.
Yeah, time I don't have.
And not to mention, people just like to be assholes on it and raid your base. I went onto one server where it was like a dead server. I was playing with some friends, and this chick is like, "This server is mine, and I'm gonna raid you." And it's like, what purpose do you have for raiding us? We're not even going after you.
Money.
It's like.
Rocks.
It's like, we're not even going after you. We just want to play the game. We're killing NPCs. We came on here just because we wanted a more PvE experience, and there's really no PvE servers on Rust.
Yeah. And it's just everyone's so addicted to the like risk and reward.
Yeah, she was like, she was a terminally online person. I could tell.
Oh man, terminally online people are so silly.
Yeah. Like,
they act like there's always such an easy solution to everyone's problems, or that there's things that they can change the world when there's not. I mean, like, even if you cast your vote out there, it doesn't fucking do anything.
That's why I'm trying to spend less time on the internet.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I hardly am on the internet anymore unless it's to upload a YouTube video or to listen to something to sleep.
Yeah, it's either I'm on Discord talking to people or I'm watching YouTube. Occasionally I'll go on Twitter to rot my brain.
My roommate's like, she has a TikTok and she watches TikTok like often, and I won't even get on there. I think it's such a worthless waste of time.
It is, and unfortunately I fell victim to TikTok fairly recently, but I got rid of it really quickly. It was when those AI president videos were coming out, and it was all the presidents playing games, and it was like
I love those videos, but I watch them on YouTube. Like, Barack, check it out. Oh, Donald is fucking X-raying.
I am not X-raying. That is a lie. Fuck you, Biden. Fuck you, Sleepy Joe.
Fucking geriatric.
One of my favorite ones.
You're X-raying or you have Parkinson's.
Yeah, one of my favorite ones was they were playing Fortnite and Biden was like, "Hey guys, I got a purple hammer. So anyone want a purple hammer?" And Donald Trump just comes out and goes, "Durr, I got a purple hammer. Get a load of this fucking guy. I'll give you my purple hammer." And Biden said, "I wasn't talking to you, you overgrown tangerine." It's like the fucking insults these people come up with for the presidents. It's amazing. And then honestly, I even made some of my own. I didn't do the presidents, but I had Joe Rogan interviewing Palpatine.
That's so funny.
Yeah, he's talking about Darth Plagueis the Wise.
Joe Rogan is such a goofy figure.
Yeah, he is. I actually pull up clips of his podcast sometimes, as he has interesting people on his podcast.
My sister watches him, and
yeah,
I just think that Joe Rogan is such a waste of time.
I don't watch the full podcast. I will look at clips, and most of the time it's only of like people I actually am interested in. Like he had a SWAT sniper on one time, who was talking about a raid he had to do one time as a drug addict. Took like his daughter hostage.
Shit.
Yeah, and he popped the dude in the head. It was an interesting story to listen to.
I always think that SWAT sniping is like the most easiest thing. I mean, like, as a person who shoots guns on YouTube, it's
not.
Imagine shooting a sniper rifle from like 100 feet away.
The thing is, he couldn't use his sniper rifle.
Oh.
He actually had to take an M4 from another officer to use that. Because
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, because the sniper rifle, he was too close, and he couldn't get a good angle, so he had to get a gun with a shorter barrel.
Hey, I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it was pretty cool hearing how he could just switch from one gun to another.
Yeah, and that's difficult because different guns have different sights. Though a peep sight, which is what it was an M4 or.
I think it was an M4.
Yeah, the peep sights are pretty easy to use, but an M4's peep sight is pretty wacky.
Yeah, I mean
forking to it.
Yeah, he talked about when it had a aim dot sight on it, and he was talking about when he looked into it, the aim dot was way too bright. He had to adjust the brightness.
Oh my god!
He had to keep on waiting for this dude to like put his head in the right position so he could take him out. The dude had his daughter on his lap, and he was holding a knife, and he's like he had to wait for the dude to like lift his head up.
Imagine being that daughter and fucking your dad does that shit, and then shortly after it gets deleted.
Yeah, I mean, it is. I guess it was like a whole drug thing, you know. But
drug use psychosis.
Yep. See, that's a big problem. Drugs. That's.
Yeah, but I mean, it's what happens when you fucking ban them. People start doing some wacky shit, and then they use some fucked up drugs that aren't made properly, and then those drugs drive you insane.
See, I personally just can't justify meth even existing, though.
I mean, if you for ADHD, people do amphetamines, which are meth essentially.
Yeah.
and they work. But I imagine meth would have a similar effect on someone with ADHD. So I mean, there are reasons why it could exist, and also for like, say, if a person who's in the military needs to stay awake for longer than average. I mean, that's what the Nazis did. There's a story about a guy who took like his whole squad's week's worth of meth. And that's like a week's worth of meth for like 5 people, and he was just skiing for like a whole 2 weeks.
Did he survive after? Or
He did.
Oh,
He survived. He survived like a super fucking meth bitch, and the meth was the only thing that kept him going.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, no, there's useful applications for meth, especially for people who need to work for long periods of time at once. Like underwater welders, I'd imagine meth would go a long way for them.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know.
Okay, the whole problem I have with meth is the ingredients. And where it's made, like it's made in Bubba's fucking trailer in the trailer park.
So you gotta imagine that, like,
Drano.
if it was, then actual like companies would be making it scientifically in a lab, and it would be way cleaner. It'd be Walter White shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's still bad for you, but it's not gonna have fucking drain cleaner and sulfuric acid in it. You know?
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine being on TV late at night and you see a commercial for meth, and it's like one of those, consult your doctor about taking.
Warning: the side effects include paranoia, weight loss.
I think
meth mouth.
Funny enough, I think American Dad did a joke like that. Stan got addicted to like crack or something.
But you can see my point. Like, there's applications for every drug.
Yeah.
We shouldn't just ban drugs just because of a few bad apples who do them.
Yeah.
You know, like what? There was nothing wrong in the 70s when there was no ban on drugs. You know?
Yeah.
Like, for instance, psychedelics shouldn't be banned, in my opinion, especially when there's clinical cases that cyclobin, which is the active ingredient in mushrooms, actually helps with long-term depression that, like, is medically resistant, like drug resistant.
I think shrooms should be legal. Mushrooms.
Yeah, I mean, I also think weed should be legal. It's legal in my state, but it's not legal in the U.S. and it's not federally. So if you have a gun, you smoke weed, you could get fucked.
Like Kyle, FPS Russia.
And it's just not right. You know, like I don't do that stuff anymore.
Yeah.
But like, it's still fucked. You know?
It is. It is. Yeah.
But I believe that the war on drugs is not a war on the drug itself. It's a war on the people who do them, and that's it. And it punishes people who have a problem and turn to those to fix it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like, does not feel like it's about the cartel at this point.
No, and honestly, the war on drugs does nothing but make the cartel more powerful.
Yeah.
If it's legal and it's being sold in a fucking gas station, no one's gonna fucking sell it, are they?
Yeah, exactly.
The whole reason of prohibition was because they banned alcohol, so gangsters rose into immense power selling alcohol.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely compare Al Capone to, like, modern day cartels. He did some fucked up shit. He bombed places, I believe. Well, you know, he didn't bomb them personally, but he had bombings carried out by his men.
But a lot of those gangsters also use the money that they made to reinvest it in their communities, like making soup kitchens and helping people.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think the cartels are helping people.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, they're beheading people, and yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about them is I don't need to be beheaded.
Yeah, I mean, they can do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I don't think like I have the influence like some fucking celebrity would, like that singer who basically said fuck you to the cartel and got a bullet in the head.
Yeah, I remember that guy, and I'm not about that.
Yeah.
They can do whatever the fuck they want. It doesn't affect me because I don't do anything that they do, you know?
Yeah, still, it's a shame that it affects the communities in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's like everyone wants to say Mexico isn't like a bad country, but then you see all these people leaving Mexico. There's a reason why they're leaving Mexico. It is indeed kind of a shithole to an extent. and
Yeah,
people
there's
will.
good parts and there's bad parts,
Yeah.
but like the bad parts are really bad.
Like,
You
I
know?
think closer to the border is where most of the good parts are, but like the further into the country you get to, much like any country, you get those backwater towns where shit happens.
Yeah, I feel like if we stopped the war on drugs and we
Yeah.
actually had companies that could sell that shit, hey, we'd make so much money off taxes. I mean, imagine all the
The government loves taxes. Government
would
loves
make-
taxes.
It would fucking spend all their money on this shit, and then the government would be
Yeah.
and like it would make it cleaner, safer.
Yeah.
We'd have better recovery programs because people would be afraid of being demonized and arrested when they fuck up.
Yeah.
And you know, I only see positives when you unban drugs.
Yeah, and I also don't think people should be arrested for doing drugs. I think they should be helped if they are addicted. But you know,
should be arrested for selling drugs.
Yeah. Like I said, if you're in the fucking trailer in your meth lab making your batch of meth with Drano, yeah, you should be arrested. And then the person who sold that batch should be arrested as well. But yeah, if there is like a legal way, like legal meth made with, I say this like it's a natural thing, you know, natural ingredients. only the finest chemicals.
Yeah, only the finest organic meth.
Yeah. Oh man, I want to do a skit where people go to like a meth tasting or whatever, you know, a meth testing. You know, people go to wine tastings.
Yeah, a meth smoking.
It's like, oh yeah, this October batch has a very fruity taste to it.
Man, this shit's making me jitter bad, dude. I think it's pretty good shit.
You know, they
start scratching the rough spots on his head.
It's all being held in like the hood.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a politician, so obviously my opinion doesn't.
Yeah, that's
and my vote doesn't matter. I mean, people say that voting matters, but I mean, you're a single ant in the anthill. You don't do shit.
Yeah,
Your vote doesn't matter.
Yeah, so long as there's an electoral college, it's not gonna matter.
Yeah, and your representative doesn't represent you.
Yeah.
They'll pretend like they do what you want, and then as soon as they're in power, they fucking ignore it.
Yeah.
They turn their phone off and do whatever the fuck they want.
Yep, I'm sure there's a good politician out there, but it's like a unicorn.
Yeah. It's hard to disprove a negative, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, my gun exploded.
Oh, yeah.
It was no April Fool's joke.
Yeah, your gun said April Fool's when you put in that, what was it?
Bear rounds.
The modern bear rounds in a reproduction of a antique firearm.
Yeah, it was not a good idea, and I should have thought of that, but, you know,
I
figured
you think
modern reproduction...
Yeah, modern reproduction, you'd think it'd be able to handle modern rounds.
But at the end of the day, you should not assume when it comes to firearms, because it's a dangerous fucking hobby to get into, and someone could have gotten seriously hurt if they were anywhere to the right of me.
That's why I'm only firing 22s right now.
If anyone was to the right of me, they would have caught half a cylinder in the face.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a heavy round. I got injured, though it was a minor injury, just a bonk on the finger. I've had worse wounds from a cheese grater, you know?
We need cheese grater control, man, I'm telling you.
Yeah, dude, cheese grater control, them shits are dangerous. But, if you have a firearm, make sure you are using ammo that works with it. I was using a black powder firearm with smokeless powder.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I believe we discussed all our topics.
Yep, and I'm gonna have to skedaddle soon anyway,
Yeah,
as the
yeah.
baby has awoken. So,
Any
it was
other closing thoughts?
be safe with your guns, and be safe around Chris Chan if you're his mother.
Yeah, hide your kids, hide your mom.
Yeah, hide your mom. And, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode
Yeah.
of all.
And I enjoyed doing this. We'll have to do it again. Just because.
Oh yeah, we should do it in either next week or the week after.
Yeah.
And we'll try to get this uploaded sometime today or tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But yeah, until next time.
Have a good one, everyone.
Yeah, peace.